What you put into your body and how you respond to discomfort determines how quickly you recover and how strong you become in the process. There are moments when your body feels heavy, your breathing feels restricted, your throat feels coated, and that sticky, thick buildup seems to slow everything down. That buildup is mucus, and it is your body's natural defense mechanism trying to trap irritants, bacteria, or impurities. But when it becomes excessive, it turns from protection into obstruction. At that point, the goal is not to panic, but to act with awareness, consistency, and simple methods that help your body restore balance. When mucus accumulates in the chest or throat, it can make you feel sluggish, tired, and even mentally foggy. You may notice yourself coughing more often, clearing your throat repeatedly, or struggling to breathe comfortably. This is not just a physical issue. It affects your energy, your focus, and your overall sense of well-being. The encouraging truth is that your body is already designed to heal itself. What you need to do is support that process in a practical way so the mucus becomes thinner, easier to expel, and less likely to linger. One of the most effective approaches is hydration. Water is not just a drink. It is a natural cleanser for your internal system. When your body is well hydrated, mucus becomes thinner and less sticky. This makes it easier for your respiratory system to clear it out naturally. Warm fluids can be especially helpful because they help loosen congestion and soothe irritated passages. Herbal infusions, warm water, or natural broths can provide comfort while also assisting the body in breaking down buildup. The consistency of hydration throughout the day matters more than occasional large amounts. Small, steady intake keeps your system active and functioning smoothly. Another powerful method is consuming warm, natural ingredients that have properties known to support respiratory health. Ingredients like ginger, garlic, lemon, and honey can play a role in reducing mucus thickness and calming inflammation. Ginger supports circulation and has warming properties that help stimulate the body's natural clearing processes. Garlic is known for its cleansing qualities and can help the body respond to internal imbalances. Lemon contributes to alkalizing the system and supports immune function, while honey can soothe irritation and provide a smooth coating effect for the throat. When combined with warm water, these elements can create a simple yet effective daily routine that encourages mucus to break down faster. The way you consume these substances also matters. Drinking them slowly allows your body to absorb and respond more effectively. Chewing certain ingredients, especially those with strong natural compounds, activates saliva production and begins the digestive and cleansing process earlier. This early activation can help signal your body to prepare for processing and eliminating unwanted buildup. The act of chewing itself increases circulation in the mouth and throat area, which contributes to loosening mucus and making it easier to clear. In addition to what you ingest, how you breathe plays a critical role. Deep, controlled breathing can help mobilize mucus and improve lung capacity. When you take slow, intentional breaths, you increase oxygen flow and encourage your respiratory system to function more efficiently. Shallow breathing, on the other hand, can allow mucus to settle and stagnate. Practicing deep inhalations through the nose and slow exhalations through the mouth can create internal movement that assists in breaking up congestion. Over time, this habit strengthens your lungs and enhances your body's ability to handle irritants. Movement is another key factor. Physical activity stimulates circulation, and circulation helps the body transport and eliminate waste products, including excess mucus. Even light movements such as walking, stretching, or gentle exercise can make a noticeable difference. When your body is in motion, fluids do not remain stagnant. Instead, they circulate, loosen, and move toward elimination pathways. This is why people often feel relief after moving around when they have been congested for a while. The simple act of not remaining idle can accelerate your recovery process. Steam exposure is also a practical and natural method to consider. Warm steam helps to open up airways, soften mucus, and provide relief from congestion. It works by introducing moisture directly into the respiratory system, which counteracts dryness and thick buildup. Whether through a warm shower or inhaling steam from hot water, this approach can quickly create a noticeable improvement in breathing comfort. When combined with hydration, steam enhances the body's ability to manage mucus effectively. Dietary awareness also plays a significant role in controlling mucus production. Certain foods can contribute to increased mucus formation, especially when consumed in excess. Processed foods, excessive dairy for some individuals, and highly refined sugars may lead to more congestion in sensitive people. Paying attention to how your body reacts to specific foods allows you to make informed choices that support clearer airways. Incorporating more whole, natural foods while reducing inflammatory triggers can gradually shift your body toward a more balanced state. Consistency is what transforms these actions from temporary relief into lasting improvement. A single day of hydration or one warm drink will not completely resolve mucus buildup, but repeated daily habits will create a cumulative effect. Your body responds to patterns, not isolated efforts. When you commit to supporting your system regularly, you train your body to function more efficiently over time. The mucus that once felt persistent becomes easier to manage, and your overall respiratory health improves. Equally important is listening to your body's signals. Mucus buildup is not random, it is a message. It indicates that your system is reacting to something, whether environmental, dietary, or internal. Instead of ignoring it, take it as a cue to adjust your habits. When you respond with care rather than resistance, you align yourself with your body's natural processes instead of working against them. This awareness shifts your mindset from frustration to control. Sleep and rest also contribute significantly to recovery. During rest, your body performs essential repair functions. When you are well rested, your immune system operates more effectively, and your body can better manage excess mucus. Poor sleep, on the other hand, can weaken your system and prolong congestion. Creating a restful environment and allowing your body adequate time to recover supports every other effort you make during the day. There is also value in maintaining calmness and reducing stress. Stress can influence physical health in many ways, including how your body handles inflammation and mucus production. When you remain calm, your body stays in a more balanced state, allowing natural processes to function without unnecessary interference. Simple practices such as mindful breathing, short pauses during the day, or moments of quiet can contribute to this internal balance. Everything works together: hydration, nutrition, breathing, movement, rest, and awareness. None of these elements alone is a complete solution, but combined, they create a powerful system that supports your body in breaking up mucus and restoring clarity. The key is not complexity, but consistency and intention. When you take control of these simple habits, you begin to notice how quickly your body responds. The heaviness lifts, breathing becomes smoother, and your energy returns. Hydration is one of the most fundamental yet often overlooked elements when it comes to managing mucus in the body. When your system is properly hydrated, every internal process operates with greater efficiency. Fluids circulate more freely, tissues remain supple, and secretions such as mucus maintain a thinner, more manageable consistency. This is important because thick, sticky mucus is what tends to accumulate, block airways, and create that heavy, congested feeling in the chest and throat. By contrast, when mucus is thin, the body can naturally move it out through coughing, swallowing, or other cleansing mechanisms without excessive effort. Water acts as a transport medium within the body. It carries nutrients to cells and helps remove waste products, including excess mucus and toxins that contribute to its formation. When water intake is insufficient, the body compensates by conserving fluids, which can result in thicker secretions. This is why dehydration often correlates with increased congestion. Ensuring a steady intake of fluids throughout the day supports the body's ability to regulate mucus production and maintain balance. Rather than consuming large amounts at once, Distributing hydration consistently allows the system to remain in a stable state, preventing sudden fluctuations that could impact mucus viscosity. Warm fluids provide an additional advantage beyond basic hydration. Warmth has a soothing effect on the respiratory tract and can help relax the muscles involved in breathing and swallowing. When you consume warm water or other warm beverages, the temperature helps loosen mucus that may be clinging to the lining of the throat and chest. This makes it easier for the body to mobilize and eliminate it. Warm fluids also promote circulation, encouraging blood flow to areas that may be inflamed or congested. This increased circulation supports the body's natural response mechanisms, allowing it to address the underlying causes of mucus buildup more effectively. Incorporating natural ingredients such as ginger, garlic, lemon, and honey into warm fluids enhances their effectiveness. Ginger contains compounds that support circulation and provide a warming sensation, which can help stimulate the body's internal cleansing processes. It also has properties that may help reduce irritation in the respiratory tract. Garlic is known for its natural cleansing qualities and can contribute to maintaining internal balance. Lemon provides a source of vitamin C and contributes to creating a more alkaline internal environment, which can be beneficial for overall immune support. Honey, with its smooth texture, can coat the throat and reduce irritation, making it easier to manage coughing and discomfort. When combined with warm water, these elements create a simple yet supportive approach that aligns with the body's natural functions. Consistency and hydration is what ultimately determines its effectiveness. Drinking water occasionally is not enough to maintain optimal mucus regulation. The body requires a continuous supply of fluids to sustain its processes. When hydration becomes a daily habit rather than an occasional action, the system remains in a state where mucus is less likely to thicken and accumulate. This steady approach prevents sudden congestion and supports a more predictable and manageable internal environment. It is also important to recognize how hydration interacts with other bodily function. Proper fluid levels support digestion, circulation, and temperature regulation, all of which indirectly influence mucus production. When the body is dehydrated, it prioritizes essential functions, often at the expense of maintaining optimal respiratory conditions. By keeping the body hydrated, you reduce the burden on these systems, allowing them to function without unnecessary strain. Another aspect to consider is how hydration affects energy levels. When the body is well hydrated, oxygen and nutrients are transported more efficiently, which can lead to improved alertness and reduced fatigue. This increased energy can make it easier to engage in activities that further support mucus clearance, such as movement and breathing exercises. In this way, hydration serves as a foundational element that enhances the effectiveness of other supportive practices. Temperature and timing of fluid intake can also influence results. Starting the day with warm fluids can help activate the digestive and respiratory systems after rest, preparing the body for the day ahead. Continuing to sip warm or room temperature fluids throughout the day maintains a consistent level of support. Avoiding excessive intake of cold beverages may be helpful for some individuals, as cold temperatures can temporarily constrict certain pathways and contribute to a sensation of tightness or increased mucus thickness in sensitive systems. Listening to the body's signals is essential when managing hydration. Thirst is a natural indicator, but by the time it becomes noticeable, the body may already be experiencing mild dehydration. Developing the habit of drinking fluids regularly, even before feeling thirsty, helps maintain a balanced internal environment. Observing changes in urine color, energy levels, and mucus consistency can provide additional feedback on hydration status and guide adjustments as needed. Over time, maintaining proper hydration creates an environment where mucus does not have the opportunity to build up excessively. The body becomes more efficient at processing and eliminating what it does not need, and the respiratory system operates with greater ease. This ongoing support allows the natural cleansing mechanisms to function without obstruction, reducing the frequency and intensity of congestion-related discomfort while encouraging a smoother internal flow that continues to adapt and respond to daily habits. Deep breathing, physical movement, and steam exposure work together as practical ways to help the body manage and clear mucus more effectively. When these elements are applied consistently, they create internal motion, improve circulation, and support the respiratory system in maintaining clear and open airways. The body is designed to function in a dynamic state, not a static one, and when breathing is shallow or movement is limited, mucus has a greater tendency to settle, thicken, and accumulate. By contrast, intentional breathing and regular movement encourage the natural shifting and loosening of mucus so that it can be expelled without excessive strain. Deep breathing is one of the simplest yet most powerful tools available. When you take slow, controlled breaths through the nose and allow the air to fill the lungs completely, you activate the diaphragm and engage the lower parts of the respiratory system. This deeper engagement increases oxygen intake and promotes better exchange of gases within the lungs. As oxygen levels improve, the body functions more efficiently and the internal environment becomes less favorable for stagnation. Shallow breathing, on the other hand, limits lung expansion and can allow mucus to remain trapped in smaller airways. Practicing deliberate inhalation followed by slow, controlled exhalation helps create pressure changes within the lungs that assist in moving mucus upward, where it can be cleared more easily. The rhythm of breathing also plays a role. When breathing is calm and steady, the nervous system tends to remain in a more relaxed state. This relaxation is important because tension in the chest, throat, or surrounding muscles can restrict airflow and make it more difficult for mucus to move. By maintaining a relaxed breathing pattern, the airways stay more open and the body is better able to perform its natural clearing functions. Over time, consistent deep breathing can strengthen the respiratory muscles, improve lung capacity, and enhance the overall efficiency of oxygen delivery throughout the body. Movement adds another layer of support by stimulating circulation. When the body is active, blood flow increases, delivering oxygen and nutrients to tissues, while also assisting in the removal of waste products. This improved circulation helps prevent mucus from becoming stagnant in the respiratory passages. Even simple activities such as walking, stretching, or light exercise can create enough internal motion to encourage mucus to shift and loosen. The repetitive movement of the body generates subtle vibrations and changes in pressure that assist in breaking up mucus and guiding it toward pathways where it can be expelled. Remaining sedentary for long periods can have the opposite effect. When the body is still, fluids within the system, including mucus, are more likely to settle in place. This can lead to a feeling of heaviness or congestion, particularly in the chest and throat. Introducing regular intervals of movement throughout the day helps counteract this tendency. It does not require intense physical exertion. Rather, it is the consistency of motion that matters most. Frequent, gentle activity keeps the system engaged and prevents buildup from becami. NG more pronounced. Steam exposure is another effective method that complements breathing and movement. Warm steam introduces moisture into the respiratory tract, which can soften thick mucus and make it less sticky. When mucus is dry or hardened, it tends to adhere to the lining of the airways, making it more difficult for the body to clear. The addition of moisture helps rehydrate these secretions, reducing their viscosity and allowing them to move more freely. This is why environments with dry air often contribute to increased congestion, while humid or steam-filled conditions can provide relief. Inhaling steam can be done in simple ways, such as through a warm shower or by breathing in vapor from a bowl of hot water. The warmth of the steam not only hydrates the airways, but also promotes relaxation of the surrounding tissues. This relaxation can open the passages slightly, improving airflow and making it easier to breathe. When combined with deep breathing during steam exposure, the effect becomes more pronounced as the moist air reaches deeper into the lungs and interacts directly with areas where mucus may be present. The timing of these practices can influence their effectiveness. Engaging in deep breathing exercises in the morning can help activate the respiratory system after rest, preparing it for the day ahead. Incorporating light movement during the day ensures that circulation remains active, while using steam in moments of noticeable congestion can provide immediate relief. These practices do not need to be complicated or time-consuming. Their strength lies in their simplicity and regular application. When breathing, movement, and steam are used together, they create a synergistic effect. Deep breathing helps mobilize mucus, movement encourages circulation and physical displacement, and steam softens and loosens the buildup. Each element supports the buildup. Others, resulting in a more efficient process of clearing the respiratory system. Over time, this combination helps reduce the frequency of congestion episodes and supports a more comfortable and consistent breathing experience. Consistency, awareness, and overall lifestyle balance form the foundation for long-term control over mucus production and respiratory comfort. While short-term techniques like hydration, breathing, movement, and steam can provide immediate relief, it is the daily habits and choices you maintain over time that determine whether mucus becomes a recurring issue or remains under control. The body responds not just to isolated actions, but to patterns. When those patterns are aligned with health-supportive behaviors, the internal environment becomes more stable, and the likelihood of excessive mucus buildup decreases significantly. Consistency is critical because the body thrives on routine. When supportive habits are practiced regularly, the respiratory system adapts and begins to function more efficiently. For example, maintaining steady hydration every day helps regulate the thickness of mucus, while regular breathing exercises keep the lungs active and engaged. If these actions are performed only occasionally, their benefits remain temporary. However, when they become part of a daily rhythm, the cumulative effect leads to noticeable improvements in breathing comfort, energy levels, and overall well-being. The body gradually learns to operate in a state where mucus is less likely to accumulate excessively. Awareness plays an equally important role. Paying attention to how your body responds to different foods, environments, and habits allows you to identify what may be contributing to increased mucus production. Certain dietary choices, for instance, may trigger congestion in some individuals. By observing patterns, you can make informed adjustments that reduce these triggers. Awareness also extends to recognizing early signs of congestion, such as a slight heaviness in the chest, frequent throat clearing, or changes in breathing comfort. Addressing these signs early prevents mucus from building up to a level where it becomes more difficult to manage. Lifestyle balance ties all of these elements together. A balanced lifestyle includes proper nutrition, adequate rest, stress management, physical activity, and mindful daily routines. Each of these factors influences how the body regulates mucus. Nutrition provides the building blocks for cellular function and immune response. A diet focused on whole, natural foods supports the body's ability to maintain internal balance, while excessive consumption of processed or inflammatory foods may contribute to increased mucus production in sensitive individuals. Making conscious dietary choices that align with your body's needs helps create a more stable internal environment. Rest is another essential component. During sleep, the body undergoes repair and recovery processes that are vital for maintaining a healthy respiratory system. Insufficient or poor quality sleep can weaken the immune system and disrupt the body's ability to manage inflammation and mucus production. Establishing a consistent sleep schedule and creating an environment conducive to restful sleep allows the body to function at its best. When well rested, the body is more capable of handling everyday exposures that might otherwise lead to congestion. Stress management also has a direct impact on physical health, including mucus regulation. When the body is under stress, it releases hormones that can influence inflammation and immune responses. Chronic stress may contribute to imbalances that affect how mucus is produced and cleared. Incorporating practices that promote relaxation, such as quiet R, afflection, controlled breathing, or moments of pause during the day, helps maintain a calmer internal state. A relaxed body tends to function more efficiently, with fewer disruptions in natural processes. Physical activity remains an integral part of lifestyle balance. Regular movement not only supports circulation, but also helps maintain overall respiratory efficiency. It does not require intense workouts. Even moderate, consistent activity contributes to better lung function and improved mucus clearance. Combining movement with good posture further enhances breathing capacity, as proper alignment allows the lungs to expand fully and operate without restriction. Environmental awareness is another aspect of lifestyle that can influence mucus production. Exposure to pollutants, dust, or dry air may contribute to irritation in the respiratory system. Being mindful of your surroundings and taking steps to minimize exposure when possible can help reduce unnecessary strain on the body. Simple adjustments, such as maintaining clean air in living spaces or avoiding irritants, support the respiratory system in maintaining clarity. Ultimately, the key to managing mucus effectively lies in aligning daily habits with the body's natural design. When hydration, breathing, movement, rest, nutrition, and stress management are approached with consistency and awareness, the body is given the conditions it needs to regulate itself efficiently. Instead of reacting to mucus buildup after it occurs, these practices help prevent excessive accumulation from developing in the first place. Over time, this creates a more stable, balanced, and comfortable internal environment where the respiratory system can function with ease and resilience. The ability to manage mucus effectively is not about relying on a single remedy, but about understanding how your body works and consistently supporting it through simple, intentional habits. When you bring together proper hydration, warm natural support, deep breathing, movement, and steam, you create an environment where mucus does not have the chance to become thick, sticky, and obstructive. At the same time, when you stay aware of your body's signals, make mindful dietary choices, prioritize rest, and manage stress, you strengthen your system from within rather than only addressing symptoms on the surface. True improvement comes when these actions are no longer occasional efforts, but part of your daily lifestyle. Small, repeated choices build momentum over time, and that momentum leads to lasting change. Your respiratory system responds to consistency, your energy responds to balance, and your overall well-being responds to care. When you align your habits with your body's natural design, you reduce the burden on your system and allow it to function as it was meant to. By taking responsibility for these daily practices, you shift from reacting to congestion toward preventing it. And in doing so, you create a more comfortable, clearer, and more energized way of living. Stay consistent, stay aware, and trust the process as your body works with you, not against you.